welcome back to the Knaves Guild. This is Nick, and we're going to be continuing our world building for a little bit this evening, and then I'll probably go away and watch the Critical Role live stream, and then we'll be back later tonight, maybe even after Critical Role, and see how things are going. Continue some world building. All right, so I think we'll dive in where we left off over on the Lives of Gethra wiki, or the World of Gethra wiki, I should say. So previously we had set up a few more locations on the map here. And again, this is all publicly accessible. You guys can click the link down below in my About panels. Just look for Wiki. Click that. You'll come on over here to World Anvil, the Knaves Guild, World of Gethra. And yeah, so I think before we get started here, we're going to make the content we've made so far a little easier for you guys to access. So we're going to make a few entries into the codex here. We're going to make some categories. So let's take a look at that first. So let's have a category for Lives of Gethra characters. Those will be ones directly from the web series over at livesofgethra.com. And then we're also going to have historical characters. We'll just say world characters. There we go. Lands. Cities. Religions. Species and races. I think that's probably good for now. I'll also add culture and traditions as one more. All right, so now we can move all those articles that we've made so far over there, and then these should be accessible right from the main screen. So start dropping these in here. Oh, let me see here. Actually, I think religions could just be a subcategory for well, we'll have to check that out. All right, we'll have to come back to that. But continuing on here, we've got a few of these in Lives of Gethra characters and religions. This is a culture or tradition. The Empire of Numenacris is, I guess we didn't make a category for that yet. Sovereign powers. All right, I think that about covers it here. Let's see, can we view just uncategorized ones? I guess not. Okay, but if we head back to the world, Yes, here we go. So now you guys can view all the pages we've got so far just by navigating through there. And there we go. All right, so I think we'll start off making a new page for Renato, who we've read about just recently. Renato, son of Garo. And we'll copy another character's little bio blurb here. Let's open up our timeline here. We can check when Renato was born. Renato was born 17th of the second moon, 1457. All right, and we'll also refer to the podcast segments that we've read so far and just take a look at if there's any details here that we can jot down. So appearance. Renato often dresses to impress, showing off his status as a son of the powerful Garo crime family. Like his siblings, he has green eyes. He has the signature green eyes. Oops. Of his lineage. And I think that's all we've gotten on his appearance so far. I do know that he is of Radaran background. All right, and then we can add on history. And in the history section, we'll just note down kind of the broader things that we know he's done. So Renato has served for many years. Renato has served aboard the Banshee Dispatch, a ship in his father's fleet, captained by his uncle Banshee. All right, it's probably good enough for now. We can get some more links here though, so let's take a look at, we will link Radrigar. we don't have these other things made up on the wiki yet, so we'll come back to those. Save changes, there we go. All right, so let's make another page for heirloom. Cool. Wonder if that will actually load in. We were having some trouble previously on the stream with the images on World Anvil here loading, which I am looking into. If we can find a reason how to fix that, or a reason why it's been messed up. But let's check for heirloom's age. Heirloom is born on the 15th of the 7th moon, 1432. So he's a little older than the other characters we've looked at so far. As a walker of the path, heirloom is often, often comes across rugged and weathered from his travels. He wears a medium beard and binds his longer brown hair behind his head. We'll also note heirloom hails from lands south of the Grey Sea. We'll say south of the Great Isle. And bears the Aurine complexion of those lands, of his homeland. All right, and I don't know that we'll know anything about history yet. He is just a traveler, as far as we know, so there's no more impact than that yet that we need to note down. So make that public, save that. I think we have made a, let's see here. I guess we haven't made a page about that yet. That's okay. The Aurine complexion, the Great Isle, we can copy that though. Oh, great. We did get the artwork in there. And it looks like there's some space there. I need to add in a bit more info. An artist's stylized rendition of heirloom and Mirish within a lantern of their faith by Shayna Weirda. Great. We should add the character art for the other characters then. That'll really help the visuals there. Again, not sure why these images won't display, but we can get some of these the right way. Why can't I select a Renato? well, it's working now. Very strange. All right. We do not have character art for Renato, but we do have some for Venuth that we can add, and Dago. There we go. And Dago. All right. Great. Let's maybe remove these other images then. That's better. All right. Good stuff. So, do we have any viewers who would like to take on a character and begin making decisions for someone in Gethra's history, or should I continue adding from the existing stories for now? Just let me know in the chat if you'd like to get involved. All right, we can continue with the existing stories here. We've got heirloom, but we've mentioned the path, so let's make a page for the path. It's not a very organized religion. But I can't categorize it as a type there, so we'll make it an organization then. All right, what type of religion will this be considered? Might be other, since it's not organized. Not in the way that most are, anyway. Let's see if we can take a look at Mesepti and follow their lead. Description, that we move into their thing. So maybe we'll have this tenets and beliefs section. All right, the path is a religion that is followed commonly south of Lantern Town and the Great Isle. Compared to many world religions, the path is only loosely organized. Its most common shared ritual or trait is the use of a lantern staff to indicate when seeking of enlightenment. All right, then let's move on and make a tenets and beliefs section. Unlike most religions, the path does not adhere, or does not purport specific moral beliefs for its followers. Rather, followers of the path share a longing for greater knowledge, power, and enlightenment. All right, and some see fit to pursue this in their day-to-day lives or through meditation, but the most devout followers of the path become walkers of the path, nomads who seek enlightenment above all. A couple more things we can touch on here is common beliefs or a common mythos held by followers of the path is that all forces of nature were once mortal beings who found greater and greater enlightenment. It is believed that the greater one's power, the less concerned that being is with lesser powers. For this reason, it is believed that the creator of the world is a passive entity living within the physical mass of the planet, uncaring and unintervening. Is that a word? And non-intervening. For this reason, it is believed that the creator of the world is a passive entity living within the physical mass of the planet, uncaring and unwilling to intervene in the affairs of lesser beings. Rarely does this mindset result in regular followers of the path being neglectful of those they deem lesser, though this does happen. All right, I think that's good. Good summary of the path for now. Maybe we will learn more as we continue reading Heirloom's story. We can also then link this up with Heirloom's page. There we go. We can add on the Great Isle. And we can add in Lantern Town. So we'll head over to the map again. We're going to make a new city down here at Lantern Town. There it is. All right, so Lantern Town location, south of the Great Isle. I don't know that that land has a name yet. The island that it is on. I'll call up the map here and show you guys. Yeah, so Lantern Town's all the way down here. This island we actually were looking at on the globe, and it is just kind of another larger island down here. Not as large as this Great Isle, of course. So there we go. Year established unknown, current sovereignty, local government. Just a bit of a placeholder until we learn more about Lantern Town. Actually, we can add in another note here and say Lantern Town is called Lantern Town is the settlement is called Lantern Town due to its widespread use of the lanterns from the path. Even though it is less devout than many southern cities. Again, guys, if anyone wants to interact or create a character within the lore of Gethra, just send a message, say hi, ask me anything. Could be related to Gethra or not. There we go. We'll save this one. And we'll grab a link to from the path. And drop that in here. All right, so let's take a look now. We can go right onto the map here. Lantern Town, and there we have our blurb about that location. We can link up from there to the path. You know what, why don't we add for these religion pages, why don't we add known followers? So in this case we can add heirloom. And we'll make that a link. And I don't know that we've found, for the other religion that we had worked on, the Adamus Septi, I don't know that we had found come across any followers of it yet, aside from those we typed in as part of the creeds. So we will just leave that one for now. Eventually, actually within the Lives of Gethra podcast, we will eventually have a point of view character who is a believer in the Adamus Septi and works for them. But that is quite a ways down the road for now. All right, so we've got our characters so far. Oh, heirloom hasn't been categorized in there yet, so we'll drop him in there.